everybody. Welcome to the Molitor Racing Compound. We don't actually call it that, I just made that up. But it seems appropriate for today. We thought it would be fun to show you a little sneak peek of a project. It's Dad's project really, so I'm going to be throwing it over to him. But we just wanted to give you a quick little tour and run around of what is going on in here. This is not the project. This is vintage at this point in a rock bouncer life. But we still love the Avenger. So let's go on over here to this side of the shop and see what's happening. Oh, you can show them the other Molitor's toy. This is my brother's Mustang. He doesn't let me drive it. Rude, right? So some of you have probably seen the Patriot before at, we took it to Dirty Turtle one time a couple years ago, and probably maybe I've seen it on social media or something. So the Patriot is getting a heart transplant right now. So when you guys built it, 5 or 6 years ago, it's been a while now, but this is the original motor they had in it, the ICE motor, Honda Blackbird, and it was great.
It was great.
For several years it was great, but
things changed.
Things changed. UTVs have changed. Just technology in general has changed so much in the last few years.
Some
and the
people
UTVs
have 200 or 300
changed.
horsepower. We had 180 with this, and it's so fun to drive. I mean, the corner's like a dream. You can drift it in the dirt. You can drift it on blacktop. It's got a low center of gravity. And we've never tipped it over, have we? No, we've tipped everything over we have. We've rolled it. We've been upside down. That thing will, well, I'm not going to say it won't tip over, but
it hasn't yet.
It's so fun to drive.
With
it sounds so good.
Yeah,
but we couldn't win races anymore with it.
No, not at all.
So what really started all this is I drove a Tesla a few years ago for the first time, and I was ruined. I mean, I drove the Tesla S with the ludicrous button on the dash. It says ludicrous. Like, I didn't believe that until I got in it and saw it. You push that button, you do.
We need one of those for the Patriot.
Yeah, even if it. Yeah, we do.
Can you order that on Amazon?
Yeah. So I drove the Tesla 0 to 60 in under 3 seconds. So I was just ruined by that, and so I found myself lately doing research and making plans to build a vintage Mustang, a 67 Mustang. You can buy the box frame, you can buy the tub, you can buy the front, just build the whole thing from scratch.
This is the first I've heard of the Mustang.
Yeah, well, get ready. You can build the whole thing from scratch with brand new parts. You know, companies make all this stuff, and then you gotta do a lot of fabrication. But I want to put 2 Tesla drive units in it, one in the rear, one in the front, 1,300 horsepower, immediate torque. Okay, so let me get back on track with the Patriot. The Mustang thing is the next project. The project we're on now is the guinea pig.
Phase 1.
Yeah, this is the guinea pig for the Mustang. Yeah, so we're going to learn about EV. We got a Tesla 3. Come on over here.
Don't forget the batteries.
Oh yeah, here's the batteries. So we're building battery packs today, putting them together, making the covers, and figuring out positioning in the car and all that. We got that figured out. So we have a Tesla 3 motor in here, and this Tesla 3 motor is normally transverse in the Tesla, but we put it longitudinal in this vehicle so that instead of driving the axle shafts like it would in the original car, it's going to spin drive shafts, one to the front, one to the rear. We'll have 4-wheel drive that way. So Tesla 3, 300 horsepower, immediate torque. Is that enough power, Bruce?
We'll find out.
Yeah, we've never had too much horsepower. It seems like that might be too much for this little 1,800-pound vehicle, but yeah, it's going to be fun.
Well, you gonna race it?
Yeah, we're going to race it. Yeah, we'll race it in the Southern Rock Racing Series. And, you know, it's not like we think EV cars are going to fix the world's energy or emission problems, but they are so fast and so fun. So we're going to give this a try. And then the Mustang project will be after the guinea pig, the Patriot, is done.
So I know that figuring out how to configure the motor in there, which you talked about, and fit the batteries in there was a big part of the research phase of the build. So you've already got it dismantled as far as you need to in order, you know, the drive shaft, you might, I don't know if you guys can see that laying up there, and So what is next?
Well, it has been a lot of research. We built several regular combustion motor vehicles over the years, and we can do that, you know, and it's been great, but wanted to try something different. And so there's a lot to learn about these EV cars and building one. And so it's been a lot of research, battery placement, battery, you know, all the stuff that the battery management system, the charging system, the motor control system. And I looked at different companies around the country, actually some in the UK as well, and finally zeroed in on what we're going to do in that regard. Another thing too is my friend Todd Minner helped me build this a few years ago, like Bree said, and he's like magic with building cars. He used to build race cars. He teaches welding classes and so forth. We built these A-arms from scratch. We basically got a truckload of tubing, and we have that tubing vendor over there in the shop corner, and we built this thing. And
It is tough.
it's what? It's tough.
Because we did that racetrack at Dirty Turtle.
Yeah, this thing's been like, they
I
said it was,
can't believe that it wasn't in pieces.
I hit the whoop-de-doos wrong with it. You know, you try to stay on top of these big whoop-de-doos. Whoops, you call them. And I hit the last one or two wrong, and it launched it in the air. They said like 12, 15 feet. And I thought when it landed, I was going to be broken, and I figured the wheels were coming off and everything. And it landed, and thankfully I didn't get hurt, just jostled. And the wheels were still on, and I pushed the gas pedal, and it was still working. I'm like, okay, I kept racing. There have been a couple things, but it stayed together. So. Anyway,
It's fun. It's a fun.
yeah,
little track.
we'll get another video here soon when we get further along in the project.
Yeah, you guys stay tuned.